gentlemen, a very good evening to everybody who's present here. Thank you so much for taking your time out and being a part of this wonderful occasion. We should be starting the event in the next few minutes. May I kindly request you all to settle down, please. We should be starting over the next few minutes. Thank you once again. Kindly settle down. Thank you. Thank you once again. May I kindly request everybody to please settle down so that we could start in the next few minutes. Thank you. Kindly requesting, ladies and gentlemen, to please take your seats so that we could start in the next few minutes. Thank you. And would seriously appreciate if you could have your mobile phones on the silent mode. Thank you once again. Kindly requesting all to take your seats, please, so that we could start. Thank you.
I think whenever we get anything, irrespective of, there's only a proper channel, but with this, there's no proper channel. It's not like, okay, practice a little address in cricket or minutes or that. Whatever the problem we had, we go to it. Generally, we try to be a good partner. I think whenever we get anything, irrespective of, there's only a proper channel, but with this, there's no proper channel. It's not like, okay, practice a little address in cricket or minutes or that. Whatever the problem we had, we go to it. Generally, we try to be a good partner. We are a good participants in the platform. The simple reason is the one who has all the good job for all of us. Whenever we have lost a game, coming back is there. We always tell you beforehand where the game will be. Right on the 14th over, right on the 15th over, whether we score 20 runs next or we game away 20 runs more. So from that point of view, eases out a lot of pressure off me and the team. But at the same time, a lot of time we have to improve the because this is something that we can't do with the team. You are the person that has to say it. So we have to somehow manage all of that. And I think it's always good to have somebody like him around, the kind of trust, that can create a relationship. And I think we always taking that extra burden off me and off the team.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very, very good evening to everybody who's present here. At the outset, may I kindly request everybody who's standing right at the back to kindly take your seats so that we could start at the earliest. We'll appreciate people who are standing right at the back to kindly take your seats. And also, just as a quick reminder, if you can put your mobile phones on the silent mode, it'll be extremely helpful. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. A very good evening, as I said, to everybody. Actually, இந்த பந்தல் போடும் பொழுது என்ன யோசிச்சோம் அப்படின்னா, just in case தமிழ்நாடு வெதர்மேன் ஏதாவது ட்வீட் பண்ணி மழை வந்ததுன்னா என்ன பண்ணுவோம் அப்படின்னு யோசிச்சு தான் இந்த பந்தலை போட்டோம். பட் காசி சாருக்கு ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் அப்படிங்கும்போது சென்னை at its best weather கொடுக்குது அப்படின்னா, that itself is a lovely sign that we are taking off on the very, very right note. So many familiar faces out here, it almost feels like it's a family function. அதாவது ஒரு கிரகப்பிரவேசத்துக்கு போற மாதிரியோ ஒரு கல்யாணத்துக்கு போற மாதிரியோ ஒரு ஃபீல் வருது. And so it should be, because we all are here to celebrate the life and times of one of the finest family members that we have amidst us in Mr. Kasi Viswanathan. A big round of applause for everything he has done, he is doing, and he will do in the years to come. Actually, மிஸ்டர் காசி விஸ்வநாதன் அப்படின்னு திரும்ப திரும்ப சொன்னது இப்பதான் நினைக்கிறேன். இல்லனா வழக்கமா காசி சார் அப்படிங்கறதோட நிறுத்திப்போம். From the other side, when we used to observe Kasi sir, when the other side அப்படிங்கும்பொழுது I used to have a broadcasting past. So அதாவது ஒரு தூரத்துல இருந்து காசி சாரை பார்க்கும்பொழுது சூப்பர்பான ஒரு இண்டிவிஜுவல், யார் அது எப்பவுமே ஸ்மைல் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காரு, எப்போ அவர்கிட்ட போய் ஒரு இன்டர்வியூ கேட்டாலும் ஓகே இப்போ தரேன் அப்படின்னுவாரு. and he'll always keep up his word, never says no at all. So from a distance it was all beautiful, and till the date I actually realized that it was more than just beautiful, because Chennai Super Kings la join பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் the initial few days when I had something to ask of Kasi sir, just went and quietly was about to knock his door, and he says, உள்ள வாடா, இங்கெல்லாம் இவ்வளவுதான், நீ பாட்டுக்கு உள்ள வரலாம், எப்ப வேணா உள்ள வரலாம், என்ன வேணா கேட்கலாம், என்ன வேணா இது பண்ணலாம், நோங்கிற பதிலுக்கே இடமே கிடையாது, பார்க்கலாம் பண்ணிடலாம் இப்படிங்கிற ரெண்டு வார்த்தையில அவருடைய வாழ்க்கையே அடங்கி இருக்கு அப்படின்னா, I think almost everybody out here will definitely agree to that and subscribe to that. I think more than anything else, what we are celebrating today is Kasi sir, the human being. I often wonder what's it that has given him so much respect from people. And I'm absolutely convinced that more than the kind of service that he has rendered to this wonderful sport called cricket, I think Kasi sir, the human being, rules above everything else. அதாவது உன்னுடைய bank balance என்னவா வேணா இருக்கலாம், but the treatment will still be the same. க்கு ஒரு அருமையான உதாரணம் என்ன யாரு அப்படின்னு கேட்டனா நம்ம காசி சார் தான். And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, this is Radhakrishnan Srinivasan on behalf of the Tamil Nadu Cricket Association today, cordially inviting you all to felicitate Kallidaikurichi S Viswanathan, who is a former honorary secretary of the Tamil Nadu Cricket Association and the CEO of Chennai Super Kings, on his induction, ladies and gentlemen, into the Cricket Hall of Fame, Hartford, USA, for his outstanding contributions as an administrator and an executive as well. It's going to be an evening that is going to be filled with nostalgia, so sit back, relax and enjoy some wonderful, wonderful stories around Kasi sir, and he is of course a great storyteller himself. First up, I think it's my pleasure to have with us Shri TV Swaminathan, who's a retired president, Operations India Siemens, who's been the backbone of India Siemens over the years and started off in the cost department and loves his stat and cricket. Incidentally, ஒரு 2-3 நாளைக்கு முன்னாடி தான் காசி சார் நானும் இவரை பத்தி சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தாரு. The amount of stats, the amount of trivia that he has, the amount of love that he has for the game. Thank you so much, Shri TV Swaminathan. May I invite the other dignitaries on this stage. First up, have the pleasure of inviting Dr. P. Ashok Sigamani, who is the president of Tamil Nadu Cricket Association. The soft-spoken, hard-hitting batter from Virupuram, not far from here at YMCA Nandanam, was where he started making waves. Fine cricket administrator, thank you so much for having us. Okay. Next up, may I kindly request Shri Adam Said, who is the Vice President of Tamil Nadu Cricket Association, the very, very affable Adam Said, impeccable in the way things happen every time when a game is being conducted here at Chepauk. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to Mr. K. Shivakumar, who is the Honorary Joint Secretary of Tamil Nadu Cricket Association. Thank you so much, Mr. Shivakumar. Ladies and gentlemen, Next up, it's the Honorary Treasurer of Tamil Nadu Cricket Association, Shri Srinivasaraj, who's been involved with cricket for a long, long time. Thank you so much once again for hosting us all this evening, sir. Dr. Aran Baba, who is the Honorary Assistant Secretary of the Tamil Nadu Cricket Association. And must say, Dr. Baba is always one phone call away for every one of us. Thank you so much for being the person you are. And of course, welcoming all this evening is Shri R.I. Parani, who's the Honorary Secretary of Tamil Nadu Cricket Association, a career that has spanned so many years from Indian Bank to TNCA to India Cements. Thank you so much, sir, for having us. Ivarkitta sonna, please, unga function, relaxed ukkandungo appdinu na vandu sonna, but he wants to welcome all, and therefore Mr. Ashok Sigamani and Mr. Parani are here. Next up, may I kindly request up on stage Srimati Rupa Gurunath, who's the former president of Tamil Nadu Cricket Association. Firm and forthright lady as ever, very decisive in the way she goes about doing things. India Cements, TNCA and CSK, she's seen it all. Srimati Rupa Gurunath. Next up, loud cheer for the birthday boy, Sri Krishnamachari Srikant. Somebody who needs no introduction, somebody who's way ahead of his times. Vanakkam Srika sir. Lovely to meet you. அதாவது இங்கிலீஷ்ல வந்து ஒரு கோட் இருக்கு. Behind every successful man there is a woman. அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு அருமையான கோட் இருக்கு. அதுக்கு இதை விட ஒரு பெட்டர் எக்ஸாம்பிள் யாருமே கிடையாது அப்படின்னு தான் நான் நினைக்கிறேன். ஸ்ரீமதி விஜயா எஸ் விஸ்வநாதன் மேம், ப்ளீஸ் வெல்கம் ஆன் ஸ்டேஜ். And of course, finally, the hero of this evening, Shri S Viswanathan, CEO and Managing Director of Chennai Super Kings, the hero of this evening. Humility personified. Kasi sir, lovely to have you with us. May I kindly request everybody who is able to rise for the Tamil Thai Varthu, please. To kickstart this evening, may I kindly request Shri T.J. Srinivasaraj, who is the Honorary Treasurer of Tamil Nadu Cricket Association, to welcome the gathering.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Tamil Nadu Cricket Association and the Apex Council, it's my privilege and honor to welcome each one of you to this very special evening. We have gathered here to celebrate an illustrious journey and a remarkable individual whose contributions have left an indelible mark on the game of cricket both in India and abroad. We are here to felicitate Mr. K.S. Viswanathan affectionately known as Kasi Sir, a stalwart in cricket administration and a visionary leader. His induction into the prestigious Cricket Hall of Fame in Hartford, USA is a testament of his unwavering dedication, pioneering spirit, and tireless commitment to the game. Over the years, as an executive committee member and honorary assistant secretary, honorary secretary of the Tamil Nadu Cricket Association, and the CEO of Chennai Super Kings, he has shaped the future of cricket through his outstanding leadership and administrative acumen. His vision has inspired countless players, administrators, and cricket enthusiasts. His legacy will continue to resonate in the corridors of the sports for generations to come. We are privileged to have the august presence of full members of TNCA, eminent cricketers, dignitaries, and members of cricketing fraternity here this evening to celebrate this milestone. Your presence not only adds grace to the occasion, but also underscores the collective admiration and respect that Mr. Viswanathan commands in the world of cricket. As we proceed with this evening, let us take this opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Viswanathan for his valuable contribution. May this occasion inspire all of us to uphold the values of excellence and dedication that he has effortlessly and embodies. Once again, welcome to the memorable evening. Let us celebrate cricket, camaraderie, and the extraordinary legacy of Mr. Kasi Viswanathan. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shri T.J. Srinivas Raj, who is the Honorary Treasurer of Tamil Nadu Cricket Association. May I kindly request Shri Adam Seth to honor Mr. Kasi Viswanathan. First up, ladies and gentlemen, with a lovely Ponnadi. I'm sure Mr. Shri K. Shivakumar, who is the Honorary Joint Secretary, Tamil Nadu Cricket Association, is indeed happy to present him with a bouquet of flowers. Keep the applause going, ladies and gentlemen. Honorary Joint Secretary, Tamil Nadu Cricket Association, honoring Kasi Sir with a bouquet. And Dr. R.N. Baba, who is the Honorary Assistant Secretary, honoring Kasi Sir with a garland. Touching every one of those lives is Kasi Sir. It's quite incredible when you go back in time to understand the journey that Kasi Sir has had, having finished in schooling way back in the 1960s. Kasi Sir was a part of the Tirunelveli team that won the Inter-Districts SS Rajan Trophy way back in time. Was signed up by Jolly Rovers side, graduated from the Vivekananda College in 1971, joined India Simmons immediately after graduation, and has been the pillar of that company, to put it very, very mildly. Moved into cricket administration in 1993 and has simply not looked back ever since. For his phenomenal contribution to our sport overall, here is a wonderful recognition at the global level.
The Cricket Hall of Fame, since its founding in 1981, has stood as a beacon of excellence, honoring those who have made remarkable contributions to the growth and development of cricket at the international level, as well as those who have positively impacted their communities. The 42nd induction ceremony in Hartford marked another milestone, celebrating individuals who have elevated the sport both on and off the field. Among them stands a true stalwart, Kallidaikurichi S Viswanathan. Tonight, we celebrate his distinguished journey, a journey now etched in the annals of cricketing greatness. Nominated by North America Cricket Authority of New York, he joins the illustrious ranks of the Cricket Hall of Fame. This honor is a testament to his unmatched contributions as an administrator and executive. From his pioneering leadership in the Tamil Nadu Cricket Association to his impactful role in the BCCI and his visionary stewardship as the CEO of the Chennai Super Kings, he has left an indelible mark on the game. A salute to Kasi Sir. His legacy continues to inspire and define the true spirit of cricket.
In terms of going back in memory lane, we thought it'll be a lovely idea to have Shri T.V. Swaminathan, who's the retired President of Operations of India Cements, to speak a few words. A big round of applause. Started his career here in 1966, ladies and gentlemen. As a 20-year-old, he's been with them for 57 years. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much. Respected President of Tamil Nadu Cricket Association, former President Mrs. Rupa Gurnath, Secretary Mr. R.I. Parni, and all other office bearers, eminent cricketers, all club secretaries from city and districts who have all been the pillars of cricket development in Tamil Nadu, friends, ladies and gentlemen. I think I am qualified to talk here for two reasons. One is I am a cricket fanatic. More importantly, Kasi and I have been friends and colleagues for more than 50 years. So, he came into India Cements sometime in 72 or 73. He came to the cross section where I was working in 1977. A bubbling youngster, freshly graduated from Vivekananda College. You know, a very handsome young man with a ready smile. They talk of Jasprit Bumrah's smile these days. I have not seen that, but Kasi's smile is evergreen in my memory. And a lot of girls would have been queuing up, but his conqueror was Vijaya, my good friend and sister. So when he joined, I just want to highlight a few traits of Kasi which led to my later actions. In the sense that first I found him to be very sincere. 7 days a week, if the circumstances warrant, he would be there for work. And hard work. He would never shy away from any work. In those days without computers, accounts finalization was a big, almost like a music season. And you know, we used to go very late. Kasi used to drop me home in his scooter at 2 a.m. just before the milkman came calling. So he was always there as my right hand, shoulder to shoulder. Thirdly, his intelligence. Here was a youngster fresh from college and having to get used to the cement industry. Each industry has its own unique, characteristics. And being a cost section, he has to be familiar with the processes, technical language, various formula. All that he learned in a jiffy. Code bota, road bodron. So intelligence was excellent, and his interpersonal relationship was another great feature. Everybody would be happy to do something with Kasi. He would make them do it. He was so popular that if our department needed some information, if I called for the information, it will come in 2 days. If I left it to Kasi, he will go and get it in 1 day. That was his charisma. And his trustworthiness, another great feature is trustworthiness. You can trust him, give any assignment to him. You don't have to worry about it. It will be done on time and perfectly. And finally, the confidence that he had derived from all this experience. You know, he was exposed to very, very prestigious works like tariff commission inquiries for price fixation, going to the Bureau of Industrial Costs and Prices, meeting the director cost, and he even attended along with me an arbitration proceeding before Justice Shaw. So all this gave him all the confidence to later speak with ease, whether it was to Pawarji or Jetli ji or Wally Edwards of Cricket Australia or Giles Clark of ECB. He was at ease with everybody. So when Mr. N. Srinivasan took over as rejoined India Cements as the managing director in 1989, we wanted to again start cricket in India Cements, which had in between moved on to Sanmar. Jolly Rovers had gone to Sanmar. So we said we'll start our own teams. And he was asking me, who is the guy who can head it? I said, we don't have to look beyond Kasi, sir. He will take care of cricket. You don't have to worry. All the traits are what I outlined to him and said, he is there, we don't have to worry. So that is where it started, looking after a few cricket teams, to join the TNCA, rising up to the level of secretary, getting into CSK, becoming the CEO, and later on, shortly we got to become managing director of that company also. So that is the kind of achievement that Kasi has in life. And in fact, but for the Lola committee, restrictions on age and tenure, we would have had another BCCI secretary from our state. So I read, somebody had the invitation read to me. It said, Felicitation to Kallidaikurichi S Viswanathan. So that set me thinking. Kallidaikurichi, a small village in Chennai district, deep south, has been proudly claiming to be the home for several eminent industrialists of Tamil Nadu. Now they can claim to be the home for the cricket administrator par excellence in Kasi. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Shri T.V. Swaminathan for that. I can't call it a speech because it's just a lovely recollection of everything that he has experienced alongside Kasi sir. Actually, நான் ஆரம்பத்திலே அதை சொல்லியிருக்கணும் actually. Because இவ்வளோ வருஷங்கள் காசி சார் வந்து கன்சிஸ்டண்டா இவ்வளோ எல்லாருக்கும் அப்பீலிங்கா இருக்காரு அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு காரணத்தினால தான் ஒரு section of the population is still calling him Kasi sir. But I think Gen Z and probably going forward Gen Alpha pretty much calls him Kasi bro. ரொம்ப பேர் வந்து காசி ப்ரோ அப்படின்னு வந்து உரிமையோட கூப்பிடுறா அப்படின்னா வந்து அது முக்கியமான காரணம் over the years is appealed uniformly to almost everybody who has come in contact with them. Right, ladies and gentlemen, next up, kindly put your hands together to Shri B. Kalyansundaram, who is a former cricketer, who is looking as fit as ever. To say a few words, please come forward, sir. It's part of the runners-up team, of course, in the 1972-73 Ranji final, picked up a hat-trick. Mumbai was 6 for 113 at one stage, and they were folded up for 113 as well. The stage is all yours. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, to be Mr. B. Kalyansundaram.
Good evening. I am extremely happy to be in your midst this evening. First of all, I would like to thank the President of TNCA, former President of TNCA, Mrs. Gurumurthy, and the other dignitaries sitting in the chair. Piney rang me up and told me saying that I would give you only 4 minutes to talk about Kasi. I just said, no, it's not possible, but I will try. But once I get into the platform and start talking, I don't think Piney can stop me. Kasi and I are known to each other for the last 50 years, 5 decades and more. I think I'm very privileged and honored to have a friend like Kasi in my life. He has the propensity to attract anyone and everyone with their usual charming smile and pleasant disposition. Whenever I come across a lot of people in cricketing circles or elsewhere, and whenever we talk about Kasi, almost invariably, without any exception, they will all echo the sentiment that Kasi is one hell of a great guy and excellent to talk to. Tell me, gentlemen, how many of us would get such, appreciation from all the people whom we come across? Kasi is one guy who does not know what is anger. I have never seen him getting upset, disappointed, for that matter, for anything. I will tell you an example. Kasi and I used to travel together for CSK matches outside Madras. Invariably, we stay in the same hotel, and every morning Kasi has got no choice, he has to accompany me or I have to accompany him for breakfast. The moment we go to the table, up till the time his phone, there's nothing wrong with his mobile phone. The moment we start ordering, the phone will start ringing. It is endless telephone calls. The calls will come from all over, including club members, club secretaries, various governmental agencies, BCCI members. The calls are all meant not for anything, how are you, Kasi, and all, no way. It is all meant for collecting IPL tickets. And the tickets are not A stand, B stand, it's all hospitality stand. And the number of tickets asked for is not 1 or 2, it's multiples of 5 and 10. I used to just look at Kasi, what is he doing? He will always smile, he'll keep on telling, don't worry sir, I'll try my best, I'll talk to my Chennai office and get back to you in the evening. All the time obliging. Never even once I saw seen him getting angry or worked up. You see, it is very, very difficult to come a person of that stature, of that caliber. I am not privileged to have such a wonderful friend in my life. That's what Kasi is all about. Secondly, I don't know how many of you, Kasi as a cricketer, I think I will now tell you. I don't know how many of you would have seen Kasi bowl. He's a magnificent swing bowler in his own right. I think he's the captain's delight because I think even I had the pleasure and the privilege of playing with Kasi for jolly overs for at least about 6-7 seasons. Kasi, once you give the new ball to Kasi, invariably in the first 2-3 overs he'll pick up 2-3 wickets and make others' job much easier. Mind you, those days to find a place in the playing 11 for jolly overs is next to impossible. We used to boast of at least minimum 8 to 10 cricketers who play, current cricketers who played for Madras. I think if you permit me, Paini, I'll have to name some of them so that the people sitting here would know. Great players like P.K. Baliappa, K.R. Rajgopal, unfortunately they are no more. Magnificent cricketers in their own right. K.V.R. Murthy, Balaji Rao, Najan Hussain, Dharmalingam, and this young character, if you like that I should say my name. We all used to play, and very difficult for him to find a place in 11. But mind you, gentlemen, ladies, he just walked into the team because he was the captain's delight and everybody wanted him to be in the team for the simple reason he'll pick up early wickets and make our lives much easier. And I think he was the captain's delight, as I repeated before. Coming back again, the next one is my entry into TNCA. I'm extremely thankful to Kasi in the first place, and then Mr. Srinivasan sir, my former MD of India Cements, who are responsible for my entry into TNCA cricketing activities. It was sometime 2006 or 2007, I think I retired from Kemplas, I was sitting at home. I got a very surprise call from Kasi because Kasi never used to talk to me before. That particular evening I got a call, they asked me, Kali, what are you doing? Kasi, I'm looking in for an alliance for my second son who is in the US, and I've also got some job offers. Till such time I fix the marriage of my son, I can't think of anything else. As usual, you know, Kasi, everything he takes it brilliantly. Just don't worry, everything will go in your way. Why not we meet in TNCA once? I said, yes, why not? So I went to TNCA, I spoke to him. When you talk to Kasi, you will never ever come out of the room without getting convinced. Somewhat or other he'll convince you. He's got a beautiful way of putting things across in the right perception. So I said, okay, I would accept it. He said, I have spoken to our President, Mr. N. Srinivasan. Both of us feel that you should involve yourself in cricketing activities because you have got that experience and other things, so you should come in. I said, fine. After some time again we spoke. He said, Kali, we want to induct you into the selection committee. But you will start from only the junior selection. We know that you have played a lot of first-class cricket, but yet you have not seen cricket or the cricketers for the last 15 years because of your official commitments. So I personally feel that it is better to start from the scrap. You watch all the matches, see all the players, and then slowly go up the ladder. True to his word, in the next 4 or 5 years, they made me one of the selectors for the senior Ranji Trophy selection committee. This shows to prove Kasi is not only a taskmaster, he meant business. And what he told me was he never showed me any special consideration just because we happen to be very, very good friends. I think that is professional, that is totally a professional approach which I liked. Gentlemen, I can keep on talking about Kasi, that 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, just not enough. 51 years of experience and playing with him for so long, I think can make me talk for a couple of hours. But I think there are many people waiting in the queue. Most importantly, I would like to thank every one of you sitting in this thing for giving me this opportunity. And most importantly, my heartiest congratulations to Kasi Viswanathan for being conferred upon this outstanding award from Hartford, USA, and I wish him all the very best and many, many more laurels in the coming days. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. B. Kallidaikurichi. It's only fair that it's very, very difficult to kind of put it all in a few minutes. The experience of about 40, 50 years, it's always going to be very difficult. May I kindly request, next up, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Shri J. Parthasarathy, who is the former treasurer of Tamil Nadu Cricket Association. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Shri J. Parthasarathy.
Beloved Kasi, members of the dais, member secretaries, staff of TNCA, all the special invitees of this evening. Good evening to you all. At the outset, like Kalli said, I don't know how to contain myself within. Pani told me 4 to 5 minutes, including walking up, and when I entered today, he said 3 minutes. Let me quickly go through whatever I thought I should talk today. This is one, I've always been known to talk at the TNCA without any limits. And this is the first time beloved Pani has put a limit on me. Anyway, let me at the outset take this opportunity to congratulate Kasi on being inducted into the Cricket Hall of Fame. A great honor bestowed on him for the contribution rendered by him towards the game of cricket, and I think all of us are extremely proud of this. My association with Kasi goes back to more than 30 years. It started during my father S.R. Jagannathan's time. I think my first general body meeting was sometime in June 1987. Though Kasi is only about 2 years older than me, to me Kasi is Kasi and I am Pacha to him. We've always been having this kind of a relationship. Now what is Kasi known for? All websites give details of all his the various positions that he has held. I am not going into the details of those. Come January, he is going to become the managing director. But what is Kasi known for? To him, it is cricket. Is he serving TNCA? No. Is he serving CSK? No. Is he serving cricket? Yes. He knows only about cricket. And that is his passion. That is his passion. He has served various committees in BCCI very, very successfully. And he has served all these tasks with great aplomb. Great aplomb. Remember, these were all honorary positions. In short, he is the epitome of selfless service. An epitome of selfless service. If you ask him the secret of his success, he will say, I'm just serving the game of cricket, and this is all that I know. Because cricket is something which is very close to his heart. Now, what has he done in TNCA? He has, mind you, he has entered TNCA when TNCA was known to be the best serving association in the country. Now, he has developed it even further. He has made it into a very well-oiled machinery. It can run on its own. If we are able to host tests at short notice, it is because of the kind of work that he has done. Remember, we had 2 tests during COVID. During COVID against England at short notice, and how did we manage this? Thanks to all the efforts that he has taken in the past. He knows every staff member by the back of his palm. He knows everyone personally. He knows all their strengths and weaknesses. He knows what job is to be given to whom, who will perform well. And to put it lightly, he even knows who has spare time. Once I discussed with him, he said, you take this guy, he will do this job for you. He's in touch with all the state associations. He has an excellent rapport and networking with them. His profound knowledge about BCCI and their operations is to be seen, to be believed. All information are there in his fingertips. When I was there as honorary treasurer, sometimes I used to ask, when will we get this money? How much will we get? So he used to tell me, this is what you will get. So be happy with this. An able deputy to our chief, Shri N. Srinivasan, Kasi was responsible for developing cricket in the districts. Today, I can tell you for sure that district cricket is today what it is because of the efforts put in by Kasi in terms of the kind of rapport, the kind of infrastructure, the kind of kits, the kind of support, everything that he has given and he's continuing to do. If we are having plenty of players playing in the Tamil Nadu Cricket League from the districts, it is because of the effort that has gone in the past. Kasi and his team were responsible in turning our chief's dream of TNPL into reality. Just imagine, from nowhere TNPL has come. And today it is what it is because of the kind of effort that he has put in. Building of the stadium, hosting of the World Cup was also no mean achievement. All the above done while still holding the responsibility at CSK. Mind you, this is the kind of work that he's been able to handle. Taking CSK to South Africa, to the US, suddenly he says, next week I'm there, I'm here. How is he able to manage all this? Junior CSK, opening of academies, the list is endless, it goes on and on. How is he able to achieve this? As the earlier speaker has said, what are the kind of attributes and virtues that he has which has really helped him? Has he cultivated it? Has he developed a skill? No. All these things have come to him very, very naturally. What is he? He's a people's man. He's mixing with people is so well. When I was there as honorary treasurer, he used to come, attend meetings. And then thereafter, where is Kasi? Sir. Staff order patient. Believe me, about 10 days ago, I was talking to one of the staff who was, airing some minor problem to me. I just asked him, did you discuss with anyone? Yes, sir. Kasi to solid, sir. So that is the kind of rapport that he has developed with each and every one. Each and every one. He's, as somebody said, he's very, very accessible. You can call him. He'll pick up your call. There are these words which I would like to use. He looks at concern. About 2-3 months ago, I was talking to him, finished the conversation in the morning. Then he calls me back. Hey, oh, wife will be here. He's asking. So that is the kind of concern that he has. The empathy, the care that he takes. So that he's still a people's man. Very, very genuine, a very honest desire to help anyone. If there is something that he has not learned in life, he has not learned to say no. This is I am repeating what people have already said. I was in Coimbatore for the TNPL. 11 o'clock in the night, my accommodation, I was sitting, there was some issue. Next day morning he tells me, I have done this for you. So he follows up to see that everyone is taken care. In Dubai, he calls up. I was wondering why he's, are you comfortable? Yes. Absolutely dutiful. I was there as honorary treasurer. I have seen there are several meetings, important meetings. He's there. Just before finalization of accounts, he's there. I have finished the budget and I have gone. Then I call up and ask, listen, Kasi, the correction he's done this. No, he's turned it this way. So he's so dutiful in his work. You don't have to tell him, you don't have to remind him. Nothing. He's there. Like his daughter said, he's there. I don't know whether his wife will agree on this. He's there. He's a problem solver. You go to him with a problem, solves the problem. Now, you and I may follow, another thing which I noticed about Kasi is, you and I may follow some kind of a test match or a one day or a T20. I was sitting in his office talking. It has happened at least 2-3 times. He said, hey Krishna, he didn't score. I didn't score. He follows up on each and every match, the performance of each and every player. That is how, he's an embodiment of everything related to cricket. For CSK, I will say that he's the proverbial cog in the wheel, the Achani as they say in Tamil. To cricketers, he's a godfather. To the cricketing fraternity, as Pioneers put in the invitation, he's a one-stop shop, he's a savior. And to the garden of cricket, and to TNCA garden, I would say that he's a very caring gardener who tends and nurtures every plant, every single plant or tree. And in Kasi's garden, there are no weeds, nothing to be taken out. There is no retirement for Kasi, and he remains batting, still not out. On behalf of my fellow member club secretaries, I take this opportunity to wish him all the very best in his new role and offer my services on whatever I can do to make his job easier. I wish him good health and all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. J. Parthasarathy, who is the former treasurer of Tamil Nadu Cricket Association. Empathy, a lovely word that he used to describe Kasi sir. Next up, may I kindly request and invite Mr. H.R. Srinivasan, who is the founder and vice chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Of Take Solutions to please come forward to speak a few words on Kasi sir.
Kasi sir, Rupa, Chika, Ashok, Pani, dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, I don't have a rich cricketing history of either playing or knowing Kasi on the cricket side too much. But I do know from the corporate side, having worked with him over several years on, and it's important to recognize on behalf of Take Sports and on behalf of Shriram Group the stellar work that Kasi has done for the world of sport and the world of cricket in particular. So thank you very much, Kasi sir, for all your contributions, and may that continue. When I heard the speakers before me, and who knew him very intimately, there was a lot of trepidation in what I can come up and say. And there were several exemplary qualities that have already been highlighted about Kasi, and most of all, the very affable nature that he has. But when I look at it from a corporate side, I always look at what am I learning when I see somebody with enormous experience. And this, I think the speaker before me called out humility, and that's something that stood out. See, you have to understand that here is a gentleman who's achieved so much, is the CEO of one of the most successful sports franchises in the world. And he wears that success with what I would call as casual brilliance. It doesn't, the fact that he endears himself so much to everybody, and he's very casual about it, is itself a learning that you can be very successful, and you can wear that with a level of casual brilliance that only he, I have seen, has had. The next learning for me from him, and I'm sure many of you have encountered this. See, there have been several topics on which we discuss, and there are several times where we have different views on certain topics. But he's one great guy who can absolutely disagree with you without being disagreeable. And that is a very remarkable quality where even if he disagrees, you go back saying that, okay, it's such a beautiful view that he has presented to you. And that's quite amazing. And it's a learning for all of us, not only how you contribute, but how you carry that contribution and how you transcend those managerial values across. Kasi has been an enduring institution. And on behalf of the Shriram Group and on behalf of Take Sports, thank you so much, Kasi, and I look forward to continuing to support you and all the endeavors that you do. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to Mr. H.R. Srinivasan. So many cricketers as well who are seated out here from the past and the present. So many of them haven't been able to make it as well because of their traveling schedules. So we reached out a lot of them who have been closely associated with Kasi sir. And here's a message from a few of them, few of the select few who've been kind enough to send across a lovely message for Kasi sir.
Hello everyone. Unfortunately, I am not there amongst you all to celebrate one of India's finest cricket administrators, Mr. Kasi Viswanathan. I have known Kasi sir, as I like to call him, for over 3 decades now. And it's been a privilege and an honor to get to know him. Kasi sir is someone who has worked in administration right from the grassroots level with junior cricketers, with schoolboy cricketers, right up to international cricketers and international teams. The beauty of Kasi sir is that he's treated everyone, irrespective of which level of cricket that they're playing, in the same manner. It speaks truly about his true love for the game and for cricketers. He's made great contribution to the game of cricket, to the lives of so many cricketers, people involved with cricket, whether it's umpires, scorers, administrators. Everyone who has come in contact with Kasi sir has certainly benefited from his contribution to the game of cricket. This is truly a well-deserving honor for someone who has made many sacrifices and has spent years and years in contribution to this great game of cricket. It's people like Kasi sir who make it possible for players like us to be able to play the game and to be able to shine on the international stage. My best wishes to Kasi sir and his family and everyone, and congratulations to all of you for celebrating and honoring a true legend and someone whose contribution to this game will always be remembered. Thank you very much.
Hello everybody, what a great occasion to be celebrating Kasi's addition to the Cricket Hall of Fame. I couldn't think of anyone better to be inducted to the Cricket Hall of Fame than Kasi. My experience with Kasi goes way back and there's a lot of love with what we've shared. There's been many a moment where we've been under pressure, many a moment when we've had celebration, but all the way through, he's been deadpan. If it hasn't gone well, don't worry about it. If it's gone well, I'm so pleased for you, which is a measure of the man. It's always about the team, it's always about the people, never about himself. But unfortunately, Kasi, tonight it's about you. And what a celebration. As my children play cricket, the amount of people you have inspired over the years and will continue to inspire, including myself, is inspirational. Thank you for all your efforts, and thank you for your continued efforts with CSK, and I look forward to our next meeting as always. Lots of love.
Dear Kasi, hope this message finds you well. At the outset, let me congratulate you on being inducted in the Hall of Fame by the Hartford, USA, for your outstanding contribution as an administrator and executive to Tamil Nadu Cricket, Indian Cricket, and of course the CSK. It's a privilege for me to take this moment to recognize and celebrate the incredible contributions of you, Kasi, someone who has not only been a cornerstone of TNCA and CSK, but also a great personal friend. Your unwavering dedication to the vision of Mr. N. Srinivasan, your leadership at the TNCA, and your outstanding stewardship of CSK have left an indelible mark on the game. Tamil Nadu cricket has grown stronger under your guidance, and CSK continues to inspire millions with its unmatched consistency and success. Beyond your professional accomplishments, I deeply value your willingness to exchange ideas, offer advice, and always extend a helping hand. Your collaborative spirit make working with you an absolute pleasure. Thank you for being a true friend and a visionary leader in the world of cricket. Your efforts inspire not only players and fans, but also everyone who has the opportunity of working with you. I wish you continued success and look forward to seeing you achieve even greater heights in the years to come.
Three very different cricketers from three very, very different times, all sending across the same message. Rahul Dravid, so firm, just like his batting, in the way he approached his talk towards Kasi sir. And of course, you had Brijesh Patel. Mr. Brijesh Patel has stood through the thick and thin of things. And then Stephen Fleming. The first thing that you notice when the camp starts is Kasi sir just approaching from here, getting into Chepauk there, and just welcoming him by saying, "Hello, coach," and there is a warm embrace. That's what it's all about, really. To just give a sense, I was just looking at Stephen Fleming's history. I mean, Fleming started his career in 1994. I mean, you talk about the history, you talk about how much the association has been, the change of times. Rahul Dravid, of course, way back in time in 1996. The reason why I'm talking about times and 1990 is because by 1990, it was just about being the perfect administrator is Mr. Kasi Viswanathan, but his journey into cricket and him being a cricketer and all beyond started way back in time. It's only right that we are frozen on that last frame of this because it just encapsulates everything. That is just a beautiful frame for a remarkable journey. And that tells you everything that you need to know about the man who's dedicated himself to this sport. May I invite Srimati Rupa Gurunath to present that work of art, ladies and gentlemen, that encapsulates the continuing journey of Kasi sir, please. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful work of art that encapsulates everything that the man has done for our sport over the last 50 years and beyond. May I now invite Srimati Rupa Gurunath to please come forward to say a few words, please.
Beloved Kasi, Vijay Mami, dignitaries on the dais, it's been wonderful listening to everyone speaking about Kasi, and I realize how much I don't know about him. And I don't think I could have given a speech worthy of Kasi today. Listening to Mr. Kalyan Sundaram speak, listening to Sami Chitapa speak, I mean, there's so much I don't know about him, so much that I saw on that video there. But I'm a little speechless. I had a nice prepared speech here. Luckily, I'm reading my father's speech, so I didn't have to come up with a lot of things that I didn't know about Kasi. But it's nice to be here today. Good evening to everybody. We are here today to celebrate Kasi's induction into the Hall of Fame. As my father could not join us today, I have been instructed very clearly by him to deliver his speech. It's a very momentous occasion for Kasi, and this is his way, Appa's way, of being a part of it. When we talk about Kasi and cricket, it's impossible to separate the two. To speak of Kasi is to describe the very heartbeat of cricket in the Tamil Nadu Cricket Association. His impact is so profound that every activity within the TNCA bears his unmistakable stamp. Kasi is a person everyone turns to, whether it's groundsmen, selectors, players, or even spectators. When there's a problem, you can be sure Kasi is there with a solution. His dedication, his resourcefulness have made him indispensable to the TNCA and to all of us. If that was not enough, he shoulders the enormous responsibility of managing the Chennai Super Kings team. Remarkably, he does it with such ease and grace that it's almost like second nature. The team's incredible success, of course, owes much to the leadership of MS Dhoni, but behind the scenes, it could not have been possible if not for behind the scenes Kasi working tirelessly to address the team's needs and ensure that everything runs seamlessly. Let me share another fact about Kasi. He faces a health challenge that requires him to be extremely cautious about his food, especially when he's traveling. For those of us at CSK, this has been a normal part of life, but it is his wife, Vijaya Mami, who deserves special recognition for the effort and care she puts into preparing all this for him. No matter wherever he is, she is micromanaging it from India when someone is doing it in the US for him. Her unwavering support, both hers, Ashwini's, Chitra's, the families, is a testament to their partnership, and it's something that we all admire. There are countless instances where Kasi has been pivotal in cricketing administration of both TNCA and BCCI. To list them all would take an entire day, but Paini, I have to say, JP, Paini didn't give me a timeline. I can speak as long as I want. Suffice to say, without Kasi, the TNCA would be adrift, we would be adrift. He truly is the lifeline for all of us. As we celebrate Kasi's induction into the Hall of Fame, what comes to mind is the way Kasi inducts any player into the Super Kings family, with his trademark both hands on their shoulders, which is a sight to behold. Kasi, on behalf of everyone here, I wish you continued success, very good health. Your contributions to cricket are immeasurable. We are all better for having you as part of our cricketing family. Thank you for being who you are. Thank you.
Thank you very much for those very, very wonderful words, actually. Could almost imagine when Kasi sir actually meets a new player, just makes him extremely comfortable in who he is and what he is. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. R.S. Ramaswamy, who is the former secretary of Tamil Nadu Cricket Association. May I please request him to come forward to say a few words about Mr. Kasi Viswanathan.
President of the Tamil Nadu Cricket Association, Dr. Ashok Sigamani, Past President Mrs. Rupa Gurnath, Mr. Krishnamachari Srikant, Honorary Secretary, Office Bearers, Shri TV Swaminathan, Club Secretaries, District Secretaries, ladies and gentlemen. It's a distinct disadvantage when you're asked to speak a little later in such an event, because whatever you want to say has already been said. Anyway, it gives me immense pleasure to stand before you to felicitate one of the most loved sons of Tamil Nadu cricket, Kallidaikurichi S Viswanathan, fondly known as Kasi sir, not only to us, but to the entire cricketing fraternity of the country, on his being inducted in the Cricket Hall of Fame in Hartford, Connecticut, USA. I was going through that, the website of the Hartford, Connecticut Hall of Fame. Apparently, it's been there since 1981. And the list of members who have been inducted is so impressive that, I mean, starting from Sir Donald Bradman to Sir Garfield Sobers, right down to all the great cricketers that the world has produced. But I was surprised to see that Kasi sir is probably the only administrator to be inducted into that Hall of Fame, which itself speaks volumes of the man's achievements. I am sure you all agree that there is none more deserving or worthy of this great honor. To say that under the aegis of our beloved former President, Shri N. Srinivasan, who the great visionary that he is, handpicked Kasi sir in 1986 to run cricket in India Cements, which has proved to be a masterstroke. He's been the architect not only of cricket everywhere, of course everybody knows that, but particularly district cricket, because I am from the districts I represent. Today, this evening, the Honorary Secretary said you'll have to speak on behalf of the districts. District cricket is in such a robust condition today, thanks to Sri N. Srinivasan and Sri Kasi Viswanathan sir. Personally to me, see, I've had the great privilege of being associated with him for the last 2 decades and a half. And during my tenure as the Secretary of TNCA, I've had the privilege of traveling with him very extensively throughout the country. And what struck me was how he was received wherever he went, and how he interacted, as somebody before me said, whether it was an international cricketer or a club cricketer, they got the same treatment, the same smile. So that is probably why he's so loved and respected throughout the cricketing world. And in all my years, as somebody before me pointed out, I've never seen him get upset or angry, though believe me, there have been several occasions when he could have become. So it was always, I mean, he could never say a firm no. But it always something like, if he didn't agree with you, it was always, I don't think that is possible. That is the best he would come up with. So you would go, as I think Mr. H.R. Srinivasan said, you would go inside with a different point of view. He would convince you otherwise. And you will come out thinking that, yeah, maybe Kasi sir is right, maybe I was wrong in the first place. So that is the effect he has on you. And on behalf of all the districts, I would like to thank Mr. Srinivasan and Kasi sir for the wonderful work and the phenomenal support they have given to the districts. And as I said earlier, the district cricket is in such a wonderful state only because of them. I would like to thank the office bearers, particularly the Honorary Secretary, for giving me this opportunity to offer my felicitations not only to one of the best administrators, but also to one of the finest human beings I've ever known. I wish you all the best, sir, and I pray to the Almighty to give you great health to continue your wonderful journey. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Shri R.S. Ramaswamy. Yeah, just one look at the kind of infrastructure and the kind of stadiums that we have across Tamil Nadu. It's just wonderful. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Shri Keshav Sriraman, who is the Senior Member Club Secretary. Thank you so much, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very special occasion to felicitate our Kasi Viswanathan, who has been inducted into the Hall of Fame, USA, Oxford University. It is a wonderful achievement. Kasi's contribution to the game of cricket is phenomenal and is always ever smiling. I never seen Kasi getting angry for any matter or other. Kasi கோவம் வர தெரியாது, அவருக்கு நோன்னு சொல்லவும் தெரியாது. எல்லாமே yes தான். Always, whenever any club secretary, district association secretaries or cricketers, whoever comes up with a problem, he immediately takes it to the Srinivasan and gets it approved and gets it done. Right from the days I have seen Kasi coming into TNCA, representing the Tirunelveli District Cricket Association, then they became the honorary assistant secretary representing the districts. Every Sunday phone பண்ணாலும் ஏதாவது டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் தான் இருப்பார். அவரை வந்து சென்னையில பிடிக்க முடியாது. கடலூர்ல இருக்கேன், திருநெல்வேலியில இருக்கேன், கோயம்புத்தூர்ல இருக்கேன், புதுக்கோட்டையில இருக்கேன் அப்படின்னு every Sunday ஏதாவது டிஸ்ட்ரிக்ட்ல தான் இருப்பார். His contribution and its contribution to the growth of the district cricket association பர்சனலா போய் விசிட் பண்ணி ஒரு அசோசியேஷன் ஜெனரல் பாடி அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணி பிரமாதமா பண்ணுவார். He's done a very wonderful job. Then he became the honorary secretary of TNCA. As a TNCA secretary was public relations was such a good, wonderful one. Public relations is காசி தான். அது காசிக்கு மிஞ்சி காசிக்கு நிகர் காசி தான், வேற யாருமே கிடையாது. Public PR women's Kasi means an excellent job. In fact, then later on, when N. Srinivasan became the treasurer of the TNCA, his contribution with the BCCA members, coordinate பண்ணி ஒரு BCCA members நானும் காசிக்கு சொல்லுவேன், காசியை விட்டாத, be in touch with all the members. கவலைப்படாம எல்லாம் நான் பார்த்துட்டு ஒரு அசோசியேஷன்லையும் பேசிட்டு ரெகுலரா பேசிட்டு டச்ல வச்சுருந்து என்ன பண்ணுவோம், always available 24 hours Kasi will be available. When Srinivasan became treasurer, when he became secretary, then when he became president of the BCCI, his contribution and his closeness with him, கூட இருந்து எல்லாம் பார்த்து பண்ணிட்டு, then when all the secretaries of various state associations knew him very well personally, Kasi தான். However, when Srinivasan became the ICC chairman, there in ICC also Kasi became very prominent. அங்க ICCல போனா அங்கேயும் காசி கிளார்க் யாருக்காக அவங்களும் காசி தான், எல்லாருமே காசி தான். His contribution, and in fact, N. Srinivasan is so lucky to get a person like Kasi, and Kasi is so lucky to get a president like Mr. N. Srinivasan. அவர் அந்த மாதிரி சப்போர்ட் பண்ணி அவரும் lucky, இவர் both of them are lucky to each other. Their contribution, ரெண்டு பேரும் சேர்ந்து they have done a tremendous contribution. பழைய ஸ்டேடியம் திருச்சி ஃப்ரெஷ்ஷாக கட்டுறது, அது they taken special care, and I wish Kasi a wonderful this thing, and I wish him a very in future also make many more laurels to come, and I wish you all the best, and also wish you a good health. And also I must take this opportunity to thank Mrs. Kasi for always supporting Kasi in a very special manner. அது மாதிரி காசி மாதிரி வைஃப், அவருக்கு ஏற்ற மாதிரி வைஃப் அமைஞ்சிருக்காங்க. Thank you very much, sir. On behalf of all the secretaries, I take this opportunity to congratulate on this occasion. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Keshav Sriraman. Heartfelt for Mr. Kasi Viswanathan. As I said, there are so many cricketers, so many people who have waxed eloquence on who Mr. Kasi Viswanathan is all about, Kasi sir is all about. I think there are more people who are sent across their messages from wherever they are, starting off with this one from Dinesh Karthik.
I'll never forget the first time I ever met Kasi sir. It was under 14, and there was a man who walked in just after our state team was announced and we had our first meeting. It was Kasi Viswanathan. After that, he's been a very integral part of TNCA, and wherever I've played, he's been a sounding board. Someone who's always been very helpful to all cricketers and has helped many cricketers through their journey. And I'm sure it's the same with a lot of the administrators as well. He's been a guiding light whenever players have had doubts. Whenever administrators, I'm sure, have had issues with how to deal with certain things, he's been the go-to man. And it is great that someone like him has been inducted into the Hall of Fame. You can ask any cricketer who's played for Tamil Nadu or even for India. Not many of them would have not interacted or taken help from Kasi sir. I wish him all the very best. I'm very happy I know someone like you who's been there through my career. Thank you so much, sir, and good luck with this. Congratulations.
Hi Kasi sir, many congratulations to you on being inducted into the Cricket Hall of Fame. I think your hard work, your passion and your love for cricket and your support for TNCA and CSK and all the hard work you have done all these years has been truly admirable, and I think it's always been great whenever you are around. And I think one thing which I always liked and loved about you is, whenever I had few low scores or we have lost a match, I think you're the first person to come to me and even to go to all the players and just pat their back or put an arm on the shoulder and just say everything is fine, we all believe in you, don't worry. So I think that gives a lot of strength and a lot of support which you have given me all these years. So thank you very much, and hopefully many more years to come. Thank you.
Hello everyone, Mike Hussey here, and I just wanted to pass on a massive congratulations to Kasi Viswanathan and his family for Kasi sir being inducted into the Cricket's Hall of Fame. I could not think of a better person to be inducted. What a man, what a person, what a character. I feel blessed really and honoured to have got to know Kasi over many years to the Chennai Super Kings. And I think loyalty is a word that springs to mind when we talk about Kasi. Nothing is too big a problem to sort out. He will help you in any way he possibly can. He's always doing it with a smile on his face. He's so loyal to the players, to the management, to the organisation, and so loyal to the Chennai Super Kings and Tamil Nadu Cricket Association as well. So a massive congratulations, richly deserved, and I hope everyone can enjoy a fantastic celebration with Kasi and his family. Thanks very much.
Good evening everyone. முதல்ல வந்து காசி சார் அப்படின்னாலே வந்து மிஸ்டர் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து மெசேஜ் படித்தேன் செலிப்ரேட்டரி விஷஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஃபார் மிஸ்டர் KS Viswanathan to be inducted into the 42nd Hall of Fame அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஒரு மெசேஜ் பார்த்தேன். பார்த்தோன்னே எனக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட்டு யார் அது அப்படின்னு தோணுச்சு. ஏன்னா காசி சார் தான் வந்து எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச நேம். சடனாக KS Viswanathan ஒன்று மாதிரி கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆகிட்டேன். ஸோ என்னோட interaction with Kasi sir has only been since he's been Kasi sir. Mr. KS Viswanathan யாரு, அவர் என்ன ஃபாஸ்ட் பவுலிங் போட்டார் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து நிறைய ஹியர்ஸே கேட்டு தெரிஞ்சுட்டது, நிறைய ஃபோக்லோர் வந்து கற்றுக்கிட்டது தான். என்னோட மெமரிஸ்லாம் வந்து when I see Kasi sir or when I hear of him, the first thing I hear is the first experience for me is what an affable person. நான் நிறைய தடவை யோசிப்பேன், நம்ம சம்டைம்ஸ் பப்ளிக் கையில் இருக்கும்போது நம்மளே கூட எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் எப்படி இருக்கும்னா ஓகே நம்ம பப்ளிக் கையில் இருக்கும்போது வி ஹேவ் டு பி வெரி கேர்ஃபுல், நம்ம எப்போவுமே ஒரு ஸ்மைல் இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. பட் நான் இத்தனை வருஷமா பார்த்துருக்கேன், எனக்குலாம் நிறைய டக்குன்னு கோவம் வரும். பட் காசி சார் நான் இத்தனை வருஷமா பார்த்துருக்கேன், கோவம் வந்து நான் பார்த்ததே கிடையாது. ஒரு சின்ன இன்சிடென்ட்ஸ் சொன்னோம், இது அவளோட பர்சனல் ரிலேட்டட்னு இல்லை, எனி சுச்சுவேஷனில். ஸோ 2013 நினைக்கிறேன், ஒரு இந்தியா ஆஸ்திரேலியா பார்டர் கவாஸ்கர் ட்ராஃபி வந்து சென்னையில் நடக்க போகுது டெஸ்ட் மேட்ச். அதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு செலெக்ஷன் நடந்தது. செலெக்ஷன் நடந்து ஐ காட் இன்டு தி டீம். அதாவது 2011 எனக்கு டெஸ்ட் டெபியூ, 2013 இந்த கேம் நடக்குது. ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டண்டான ஒரு சீரீஸ் என்னோட லைஃப்ல. அது ஏங்கிறதுக்கு இது சொல்றேன். நிறைய நியூஸ் போயிட்டு இருந்தது இந்த மாதிரி நான் வந்து ஐ வாஸ் கோயிங் டு கெட் ட்ராப்டு. ஏன்னா இங்கிலாந்தோட ஹோம் சீரீஸ் தோத்துட்டோம். ஸோ நான் வந்து சேப்பாக்கில் போயிட்டு காசி சார் மீட் பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு போய் உட்காந்து அந்த டிக்கெட் கொடுக்குற ரூமில் உட்காந்துட்டு இருந்தாரு. காசி சார் கேட்டேன், போன உடனே ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எப்படியா இருக்கேன் அப்படின்னாரு. ஒரு ஆஸ் யூஷுவல் ஒரு அஃபபிள் ஸ்மைல். நல்லா இருக்கேன் சார் அப்படின்னு. சார் ஒன்றும் இல்லை, இந்த மாதிரி ட்ராப் பண்ண போறேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. அதுக்கு முந்தின சீரீஸ் கூட நல்லா தான் பண்ணுங்க, இங்கிலாந்து சீரீஸ் நினைச்ச மாதிரி போகல சார் அப்படின்னு. உடனே டக்குனு இப்படியே பார்த்துட்டு இப்படி மேலே பார்த்துட்டு அதெல்லாம் விடா, எல்லாம் ஓகே, எல்லாம் நான் பார்த்துக்கிறேன், நீ கவலையே படாத கண்ணா, டோன்ட் வரி அபவுட் எனிதிங் அப்படின்னாரு. என்ன இப்படி சொல்றாருன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அடுத்த கேள்வி கேட்கறது முன்னாடி எல்லாம் உட்காந்து எத்தனை டிக்கெட் வேணும் சொல்லு அப்படின்னு. ஐ ஜஸ்ட் லாஸ்ட் இட். கடகடன்னு சரி பண்ணிடுச்சு. ஸோ அட் த மோஸ்ட் ஸ்ட்ரென்வஸ் ஆஃப் சிச்சுவேஷன்ஸ், மேட்ச் தோத்தாலோ, சிஎஸ்கேவா இருக்கட்டும், தமிழ்நாடுவா இருக்கட்டும், இல்லை ஒரு டவுன் ட்ராடனா இருந்த கூட டைம்ஸ் எப்போ பார்த்தாலும் அந்த ஒரு ஸ்மைல் இருக்கும். அந்த ஸ்மைல் cannot be put on. It's something that is inculcated and that is who he is. எனக்கு காசி சார் அப்படின்னாலே ஒரு கிரிக்கெட் அட்மினிஸ்ட்ரேட்டர், ஒரு கிரிக்கெட் பிளேயர், த ஸ்டோரிஸ் தட் ஐ ஹர்ட் எப்படி வந்து சின்ன வயசுல எத்தனையோ கிரிக்கெட்டர்ஸ்க்கு ஸ்கூட்டரில் கூட்டு போய் மேட்ச்சில் விட்டுருக்காரு அப்படிங்கிற ஸ்டோரிலாம் கேட்கும்போது ஹவு லைஃப் டஸ் கம். அன்னைக்கெல்லாம் வந்து கிரிக்கெட்டில் பைசாவும் கிடையாது, ஒன்றுமே கிடையாது, ஜீரோ எக்ஸ்பெக்டேஷன்ஸோட அந்த காலத்துலேருந்து மைண்ட் ஆஃப் சர்வீஸ் வந்ததில் ஒரு ஆள் காசி சார். No better and apt person to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Kasi sir. Mr. K.S. Viswanathan அப்படின்னா எனக்கு யாரும் தெரியாது. Kasi sir, like they say, Kasi sir is an emotion. So thank you so much, Kasi sir, and congratulations for this achievement of yours.
Lovely and heartfelt from everybody there. அதாவது ஒரே சென்டென்ஸை வந்து வெவ்வேறு கான்டெக்ட்ல வேற மாதிரி சொன்னா எல்லாமே பொருந்தும் அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு இன்னொரு அருமையான எக்ஸாம்பிள் வந்து அஸ்வின் சொன்னது அண்ட் காசி சாருக்கு அது பொருந்தும். கிரிக்கெட் இஸ் அ பார்ட் ஆஃப் லைஃப் அப்படிங்கிறத வந்து காசி சாருடைய லைஃப் அண்ட் டைம்ஸை எடுத்து பார்த்து சொன்னா பர்ஃபெக்டா பொருந்தும். அதே சமயத்துல கிரிக்கெட் இஸ் அ பார்ட் ஆஃப் லைஃப் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா அவர் எப்படி அட்வைஸ் பண்றாரு மற்றவங்களுக்கு அப்படிங்கறத அருமையா எடுத்து சொன்னாரு அஸ்வினாங்க. ஸோ அதே சென்டென்ஸை டிஃப்ரெண்ட் கான்டெக்ட்ல காசி விஸ்வநாதனுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணா அது வந்து அருமையா பொருந்தும் அப்படிங்கறத அதை பார்க்கும்போது யோசிச்சுட்டு இருந்தேன். Right, ladies and gentlemen, now the time has come, of course, for his induction into the Cricket Hall of Fame, Hartford, USA, for his outstanding contributions as an administrator and executive. May I kindly invite first up Shri R.I. Parni to please present Mr. Kasi Viswanathan with this lovely blazer. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, a fantastic administrator. You've got to wear it, sir. Lovely moments. Keep the applause going, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Srinivas Raj, next up. Mr. Srinivas Raj, next up, will present him with a lovely tie. Dr. Ashok Sudhamani will be presenting him with his medal that looks so lovely there. And of course, the certificate of recognition and appreciation of the honor will be presented by Mr. Krishnamachari Srikant. And the appreciations and the words of appreciation are due to continue. There's so many lovely cricketers in our midst. Next up, can I request one of the pillars of Chennai Super Kings, former international cricketer, made his debut with a 50 against Dale Steyn and Moni Markle. Subramaniam Badanath, may I kindly request you to please come forward on stage to say a few words about Kasi sir.
Thank you, RK. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests on the dais, first of all, Tamil Nadu Cricket Association க்கு ரொம்ப நன்றி. எனக்கு இங்கே அழைப்பு தெரிவித்ததுக்கு ஒரு வாய்ப்பு கொடுத்ததுக்கு இன்னைக்கு பேசுறதுக்கு. நான் நிறைய விஷயம் பேசணும் அப்படின்னு யோசிச்சுட்டு இருந்தேன். பட் எனக்கு முன்னாடி பேசுறவங்க எல்லாம் வந்து காசி சார் 50 வருஷத்துக்கு மேலே தெரியும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னவங்க லைட்டாக நான் ஷாக் ஆகிட்டேன். ஏன்னா நமக்கு வயசே 50 காசி சார் 50 வயசுக்கு மேலேயே தெரியுமே அப்படின்னு நம்ம என்ன பேச போறோங்க அப்படின்னு யோசிச்சுட்டு இருந்தேன். ஸோ சரி, ஜார்ஜ் என்ன கூப்பிட்டு பற்றி நீ நல்லா பேசுறியா அப்படின்னு சரி ஓகேன்னு ஒத்துட்டோம். நான் என்ன நினச்சேன்னா என்னோட ஸ்டோரிஸ் ஆக்சுவலி வித் காசி சார் அண்ட் சிஎஸ்கே 2-3 இருக்கு. சரி, இந்த ஸ்டோரிஸை ஷேர் பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு தான் நான் முடிவு எடுத்தேன். 2008 என்னோட ஒரு ஜேர்னி தொடங்கிச்சு. இன்ஃபேக்ட் என்னோட ஜேர்னி ஸ்டார்டட் வித் சூப்பர் கிங்ஸ் ஃபர்ஸ்ட், தென் ஒன்லி இட் ஸ்டார்டட் வித் இந்தியா சிமெண்ட்ஸ். ஐ திங்க் நான் சைன் பண்ணது வந்து February 22nd, 2008 I signed for Chennai Super Kings. That's happened to be my first year anniversary, Kasi sir. So அன்னைக்கு நாள் என்னால் மறக்கவே முடியாது. காசி சார் and the late Mr. V.P. Chandrasekhar, I think both of them called me to office, the old office, India Cements, done building there. I think that's when my journey started. And then moving on to 2010, very, very interesting thing happened. 2010 வருஷம் நம்ம ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர் சென்னை சூப்பர் கிங்ஸ் டைட்டில் ஜெயிச்சோம். ஸோ உங்கள் எல்லாருக்கும் தெரியும் 2010 டைட்டில். பட் அந்த இயர் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ரொம்ப ஒரு ரோலர் கோஸ்டர் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் இயர் அப்படின்னு சொல்லலாம். 2010 MS தோனிக்கு நடுவில் ஒரு இன்ஜுரி ஆயிடுச்சு, ஒரு 4-5 மேட்ச் அவர் விளாடல, ரைனா கேப்டன் பண்ணும்போது ஒரு பெரிய சரிவு இருந்தது. ஒரு 7 மேட்ச் முடிஞ்சது, 7 மேட்ச்க்கு அப்புறமா 2 மேட்ச் தான் ஜெயிச்சிருந்தோம். ஸோ மீதி இருக்கிற 7 மேட்ச்ல 6 மேட்ச் ஜெயிக்கணும் டு குவாலிஃபை. ஸோ எனக்கு இந்த கான்வர்சேஷன் வந்து அஸ்வினோட ஐ ஹேட் திஸ் கான்வர்சேஷன் இன் ஸ்விம்மிங் பூல் இன் நாக்பூர். காசி சார் எப்படி இருந்தாலும் நான் வரேன், கதைக்கு வரேன். ஸோ ஸ்விம்மிங் பூலில் நானும் அஸ்வினும் அப்படியே பேசிகிட்டு இருக்கோம், என்னடா விளாட்றோங்க, இன்னும் புரியலையே, 7-6 ஜெயிக்கணும் குவாலிஃபை ஆகிறதுக்கு. அப்போ தான் அந்த டெக்கான் சார்ஜர்ஸோட ஒரு மேட்ச் நாக்பூரில் தோற்றுட்டோம். ஸோ செம்ம ஒரு மாதிரி மொரல் அப்படியே டவுனாக இருக்குது. நாக்பூரில் ஏர்போர்ட்டில் வரோம், காசி சார்லாம் இருக்காரு அப்படியே ஏர்போர்ட்டில். சரி நான் அப்படியே எப்படியா இந்த பக்கம் திரும்பிக்கலாம், அந்த பக்கம்லாம் பார்க்க வேணாம், நம்ம பாட்டுக்கு அப்படியே குவாய்ட்டாக இருந்துட்டு போயிடுவோம் அப்படின்னு. பட் தி எவர் ஆஃபபிள் ஆடிங் டு அஸ்வின், காசி சார் வந்துட்டு கவலைப்படாதா பார்த்துக்கலாம் அப்படின்ட்டு போயிட்டே இருந்தது. என்ன இந்த மாதிரி நம்ம ஆடுறவே மோசமா, கவலைப்படாதா பார்த்துக்கலாம் அப்படின்றாரு. அப்படின்னு ஐ திங்க் இட்ஸ் ஹோல் என்னோட ஒரு ஷோல்டர்லேருந்து ஒரு பாரம் குறைஞ்ச மாதிரி இருந்தது. திடீர்னு ஷோல்டர்லாம் லூஸ் ஆயிடுச்சு, அப்படி நெஞ்சை நிறுத்தி நான் ஆட ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டேன். அதே திருப்பி நம்ம பஸ் வருது அண்ட் we had a team meeting. Mr. N. Srinivasan addressed the team and he said, we are proud to have you as our boys. Nothing matters அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு போயிட்டே இருந்தாரு. We won 6 out of 7. The rest, we had a beautiful game in Dharamshala. We went on to get the title. I think, so that is what I think Kasi sir and Chennai Super Kings and Mr. N. Srinivasan is all about. Moving on, 2010 IPL டைட்டில் அடிச்சிட்டோம். 4 பிளேயர் தான் ரீட்டைன் பண்ண முடியும். ஸோ என்ன ரீட்டைன் பண்ணல, 4 பிளேயர்ஸில் ரீட்டைன் பண்ணல. எனக்கு மைண்டில் சில டவுட்ஸ், என்னடா அது நம்மள ரீட்டைன் பண்ணலையே, ஐயோ நல்லா போயிருந்தது சிஎஸ்கே, வேற ஏதாவது டீம் போயிட போகிறோம், என்ன ஆக போகுது அப்படின்னு. இந்த 4 ரீட்டைன் பிளேயர்ஸ் அனௌன்ஸ் பண்ண ஈவினிங்கே காசி சார் கால் மீ. சரி ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கலாம் தெரியல, he called me, he said, பத்ரி நீ சிஎஸ்கே தான், நீ சிஎஸ்கே நினச்சினே விளாடு, நினச்சிட்டே இரு, நீ என்ன ப்ரைஸ் பண்ணாலும் நீ எங்கே போனாலும் நான் அவங்கள வாங்கிடுவோம், கவலையே படாத அப்படின்னாரு. ஸோ தேங்க்யூ ஃபார் த ரீஅஷூரிங் வேர்ட்ஸ் சார். இட் மேட் மீ ஃபீல் மச் பெட்டர். ஐ திங்க் நிறைய ஸ்டேஜஸில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா காசி சார் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பெரிய ஓஹோ அப்படின்ற ஒரு விஷயம் இல்லாமல் சில விஷயங்கள் இஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் பீன் தேர். ஐ திங்க் ஆஸ் அ பில்லர். ஸோ I think we are all part of the Induction family. நான் காசி சார் பற்றி யோசிக்கும் போது எனக்கு ஒரு பொருள் ஞாபகம் வருது, டக்குனு இப்போ தான் ஞாபகம் வருது. காசி சார் வந்து சிமெண்ட் மாதிரி, கண்ணுக்கு தெரியவே தெரியாது, ஆனால் அவரால் தான் இந்த பில்டிங் நிற்குது. கண்ணுக்கு தெரியவே மாட்டாரு, பேக்ரவுண்ட்லேயே இருப்பாரு. இந்தியா சிமெண்ட்ஸாக இருந்தாலும் ஐ திங்க் கிரிக்கெட்டில் காசி சார் தாங்க சிமெண்ட். இன்னொரு ஒரு விஷயம் ஐ திங்க் நான் காசி சாரை பார்த்து கற்றுட்டது, ஆக்சுவலி நிறைய க்ளோஸ் குவார்டரில் இது பண்ணும்போது நான் அப்படியே குவாய்ட்டாக அப்படியே காசு சார் பார்ப்பேன் நிறையா வாட்டி இது பண்ணும்போது. ஒரு கையில் பிசிசிஐ, ஒரு கையில் டிஎன்சிஏ, ஒரு கையில் சிஎஸ்கே, பல விஷயங்கள் ஹேண்டில் பண்ணிட்டு இருப்பாரு. அவர் எப்போதுமே சிரிச்சுட்டே இருப்பார். எவ்வளோ பெரிய பாரங்கள் பின்னாடி ஏதோ டென்ஷன் ஓடிட்டு இருக்கும், பெரிய மீட்டிங் பின்னாடி ஓடிட்டு இருக்கும், இவரும் அப்படியே ஒன்றுமே நடக்காத மாதிரி அப்படியே ஹாப்பியாக அப்படியே சிரிச்சுட்டே இருப்பார். இந்த வடிவல் காமெடி ஞாபகம் தான், அவர் எவ்வளோ அடிச்சாலும் தாங்க வேண்டாம் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி காசு சார் எவ்வளோ ப்ரெஷராக இருந்தாலும் தாங்குவார். பட் very affable person, Kasi sir. So I think இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய விஷயங்கள் எனக்கு கூட இருக்கு. பட் சார் நீங்கள் ஒரே ஒரு விஷயம் எனக்கு டெஃபினட்டாக லைஃப்பில் கற்றுக் கொடுத்துருக்கீங்க. ஐ திங்க் someone used this word before, it's humility sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot for teaching humility in life. You may be in whatever position you are in your life, doesn't matter, but then நெஞ்சை நிமித்தி தலையை குடிச்சு வாழணும் அப்படின்னு கற்றுக் கொடுத்தது எனக்கு காசி சார். தேங்க்யூ சார். கடைசியாக ஒரே ஒரு லைன் முடிச்சுக்கிறேன். ஆன் த ஃபீல்டு சிஎஸ்கே தலை தோனி கேப்டனாக இருக்கலாம், ஆனால் ஆஃப் த ஃபீல்ட் தலைவன் எனக்கு காசி சார் தான். தேங்க்யூ சார்.
தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் பத்ரி. ஐ திங்க் பத்ரி இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கும்போது ஆக்சுவலாக நான் ஒரு முக்கியமான பார்ட்டை மிஸ் பண்ணிட்டேன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். காமெண்டேட்டர் அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்கணும். பிகாஸ் ஏரி வந்து ஸ்கிரிப்டை பற்றிலாம் பேசும்பொழுது பத்ரி கிட்ட கேட்கணும்னு ஆசையாக இருந்தது. ஒரு காமெண்டேட்டராக இருக்கும்போது ஒரு ஸ்கிரிப்டுக்கு ஒரு விஷயம் போச்சுன்னா அதில் ஒரு என்ஜாய்மெண்ட்டே கிடையாது. ஆஃப் ஸ்கிரிப்ட் ஆன் த ஸ்பாட் பத்ரி ஒரு உண்மையான காமெண்டேட்டர் அப்படிங்கிறத வந்து அருமையாக நிரூபிச்சாரு. லவ்லி, வெல் ஸ்போக்கன் பத்ரி. Right, now it gets a little bit more personal in a nice little way. And therefore, may I kindly invite Srimati Ashwini Viswanathan, Kasi sir's daughter to please come forward. Ashwini, where? Oh, there you are. Lovely, lovely. Please come forward to say a few words. As I said, it gets a little bit more emotional and personal from here on.
A very good evening to all of you on the dais and ladies and gentlemen. For me today is very special. Like you can all see, I don't have any of the cricketing stories that all of them spoke. I have no clue about it because my dad never brings anything back home. There is no cricket at home, maybe because we were two girls in the house. So I think we never had the opportunity to see that side of my dad. But today is a moment of immense pride for us, not just to honor a legendary cricket administrator, but a man that I'm fortunate enough to call my father, Mr. Kasi. So, my father's journey with cricket is a story of love, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment. To him, cricket was never just a profession or a pastime. It was his way of life. For him, everything was cricket, right? It was the passion that ran so deep that it often took precedence over everything else, including his family. But yet, it was this very passion that became his greatest gift to us. Like how Swaminathan uncle told me, I still remember maybe we were in the 2nd or 3rd grade, and my mom would go in the morning like at 4 o'clock with a paal, so my mother would forget that my dad is still not come back home. So she would still think it's the milkman, and she would go with her, with a pal, and she would be waiting, and then she would be like, oh, appa no badliya. So that's how, and he would come back home at 4, and 8:30 he would be back at office. And that's how committed he was to both his work and to his cricket. So growing up, like I said, I saw firsthand what cricket meant to my dad, whether it was late night meetings, endless phone calls, travel. Like there have been months that I wouldn't have seen my dad, right? He would be traveling, he would go in the morning, come back at night, travel again. So there have been days and hours that I have not seen him. But this might have been like him time spent away from home. But what it taught us was a lesson in dedication, perseverance, and love. And what makes my father like truly remarkable is that his sacrifices never felt like sacrifices to him or his family. Cricket gave him purpose. And through his work, he just not provided for us as a family, but to so many cricketing families that I know and who are very dear friends of mine here. So he believed in the power of the sport of cricket. And for him, it was just not a sport for him. I think for him, it was more of a force that could bring people together, inspire dreams, and change a lot of lives. As his daughter, I've often been asked what it's like to share him with the world of cricket. The truth is, it never felt like I had to share it. Because one, we never knew what he was up to. When I heard so many stories, I was actually very proud. And I could see a different side of my father, which I would never have known otherwise. His integrity, his work ethic, his love for what he did were always with us, and it shaped how my sister and I viewed the world today. Tonight, as my father is inducted into the Cricket Hall of Fame, I know that my husband, Sam, my mother, Vijaya, my sister, who unfortunately couldn't be here today, my aunt, my family, everyone who's here, and my party, his mother, who would have been so proud. I think what he is today, his attitude is completely my grandmother. So, my mother and grandmother have actually been the quiet strength behind all his achievements. So this honor belongs to them as it does to him, for it was their support that allowed him to give so much to the game that he loved. Well, now thankfully he has 2 grandchildren who are boys and who love cricket, unlike the 2 daughters that he had that didn't bother about the game. And have actually started learning from their grandfather's incredible journey. I think they're extremely privileged and extremely lucky to have him as a grandfather. And that's a side that you should all see actually, because he bowls for them, he goes everywhere. He's never attended a school meeting for us, but he's the first person to go, to the kids' school, to their meeting, to pick them up. He never says no to them again. And I see the values that he lives by. His integrity, his humility, like a lot of people said, and his passion. And they're inspired to follow in his footsteps. Whether it's in cricket or in life, they're growing up with the same principles that have guided my father's life and career. Tonight, I'm filled with gratitude, and I would like to say thanks to all of you who had such lovely and special words to say about my father. As a daughter, I don't expect anything more, and I'm so proud of him. And I would also like to thank him for all the lessons and whatever he's done for us till today. He's just not said no to all of you. He's never said no to me or my sister till today. He's never raised his voice against us. It's always my mother. And he has never done anything that I wouldn't, would hurt me. So I'm always grateful for the man that he is. A father who taught me what it means to truly love what you do. Appa, this honor is so well deserved, and on behalf of our family, I'm so proud and happy to see so many of them here to encourage you and support you. So thank you, Appa, and I want to say thank you for everything. Congratulations, and we're so proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ashwini. Tremendous sense of poise and tremendous sense of grace in what would have been a truly emotional moment, just delivering what she did over the course of the last few minutes. Right, when Ashwini is here, I guess Chitra can't be too far away. Physically, she's not present here, but she's here and she's sent across a lovely message that we are about to see here.
Congratulations, Appa. I wish I was there to celebrate this with you. This has been such a great achievement for you, and for someone who was not able to pursue just playing the game and growing with the game, you have so much passion that you never gave up on it and found ways to be a part of it. And very honestly, I think this is a bigger achievement in the way that you have become such a great mentor and inspiration for people to understand that there are ways to be part of something you're really passionate about and want to be a part of. I hope that this is just a start for you, and you continue to be recognized as a great mentor and a person who's always there for people to come to and talk to and get guidance. And here's the thing about you, you always guide people in the right direction without any selfish motives. You never did any of this to get this award. It was just pure passion that you have. And you are an inspiration for me, and I hope I can be half of what you are when I come get to your age. Again, I have no words, and I'm very sad that I'm missing this celebration with you. But when you come here next year, we will celebrate big time. I love you, and again, I wish I was there.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு. காசி சார் ஹால் ஆஃப் ஃபேம்ல இண்டக்ட் ஆனதுக்கு என்னோட வாழ்த்துக்கள். காசி சார் எல்லாரையும் சந்தோஷமா வச்சுப்பாரு. Everybody likes him. He is very good human being. and very genuine person, and his work speak by himself. You know, whenever he is around, we always go and ask him for some help. He always ready to do it. I hope he continues what he is doing for a long time. Once again, Kasi sir, congratulations and be happy and stay fit. Love you. Kasi sir, Sikram, Chennai la Papum.
First of all, thank you so much to Chitra for that heartfelt message, and we just wanted Ravindra Jadeja's message to be a bit of a surprise. அதாவது ஒரு மனுஷன் எந்த அளவுக்கு வந்து இன்னொருத்தரை வந்து நேசிக்கணும் அப்படின்னா அவரு அங்க உட்கார்ந்து தமிழ்ல இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு வாழ்த்து தெரிவிக்கணும் அப்படின்னா just really heartfelt from Ravindra Jadeja. Just tells volumes about the respect that Ravindra Jadeja has for Kasi sir. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for, as I said, the birthday boy, one of the finest that India has produced, a man who is way ahead of times in Shri Krishnamachari Srikanth, to please come forward to say a few words. Just a token of appreciation to begin with from Mr. Kasi Viswanathan to Krishnamachari Srikanth. Still looking young, still looking fit. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Krishnamachari Srikanth, who celebrates his birthday today.
Dear friends, இப்போ என்னத்த போடுறாங்க நான் பேசுறது சொல்லுங்க பார்க்கலாம். எல்லாத்தையும் பேசி முடிச்சிட்டாங்க எல்லாரும். அங்க சுவாமிநாதன் சுவாமி சார்ல ஆரம்பிச்சு ரூபாலேருந்து எல்லாரும் பேசி முடிச்சிட்டாங்களா. நானும் காசி என்ன பேசுவோம்? சரி, சும்மா நானும் காசி எல்லாம் வம்படிச்சிருந்தேன். என்னடா பேசுறது ஒண்ணுமே இல்லை. Okay, first and foremost, congrats Kasi for getting into the Hall of Fame of Hartford. Superb achievement. Super. உன்னை பார்த்து என்னோட ஃபேவரட் டீம் வெஸ்ட் இண்டியன் பிளேசர் மாதிரி அப்படியே இருக்க காசி நீனு. சான்ஸே இல்லை. அப்படியே வெஸ்ட் இண்டியன் பிளேசர். நம்ம ஃபேவரட் டீம்னா வெஸ்ட் இண்டீஸ் தான். அவ்வளவுதான். ஓகே, இப்போ ஒரு மாதிரி புண்ணாக்கு சைடு மாதிரி ஆயிட்டு விட்டுருங்க, அது வேற விஷயம். பட் தென் வெஸ்ட் இண்டீஸ் ஃபார் மீ. ஏன்னா எனக்கு யோசிச்சேன், என்னடா பேசுறது, எல்லாத்தையும் பேசி முடிச்சிட்டாங்களே அப்படின்னு. எனக்கு காசி இன்சிடென்ட் எல்லாம் இவ்வளவு வருஷமா தெரியும். எனக்கும் காசி ஒரு 47 வருஷமா தெரியும், 47 years. ஐ நோ ஃப்ரம் த பனங்கல் பார்க் டேஸ். இன்ஃபேக்ட் எங்களுக்கு விச்சுன்னு தான் தெரியும் அவனை. அந்த கேங் இருக்காங்க பாரு, ராகோ சுந்தர் ஏந்திர மச்சான் ஏந்திர, ராகோ இருக்கான், தியாகு இருக்காங்க, தியாகவும் பார்த்தாங்க. தியாகு அந்த வீராஜ் கோபால் ஒருத்தர் ஐயோபி, அவன்ல என் மச்சா இருக்கான், வந்திருக்கான் அந்த பரத். அதுக்கப்புறம் இவன் அங்கெல்லாம் கிச்சா, முகுந்து எல்லாம் சேர்ந்து YMC ஒரு கிளப் ஆடுவாங்க. அதுல நான் வந்து ஒரு சின்ன பையன், ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர் இன்ஜினியரிங்கோ பியூசியோ, I not even played Ranji Trophy nothing. So இவங்க சொல்றதா பேசிருப்பேன். நாகேஸ்வர பார்க்கல போட்டு இவங்க அரட்டை அடிப்பாங்க. நம்மள போயிட்டு ஏதாவது வேலை டீ வாங்கிடுவா, அது வாங்கிடுவா எல்லாம் பண்ணிருக்காங்க ஒரு காலத்துல. எல்லாம் போட்டு மிரட்டுவாங்க. But from that day I know it was only as Vichu. Now of course Kasi. எனக்கு என்னன்னா, everybody spoken about his simplicity, but the greatest quality is what I think Hasi used about is his loyalty. I think loyalty is one fantastic aspect which is very important. Abhi loyalty in Pakistan, I can see one more person because he's been 50 years with India Simmons now. I can see Chinda there. I remember Chinda, he joined TVS, he played only for TVS and he ended with TVS. Chinda, fantastic Chinda, good to see you Chinda. Incidentally, I was also loyal to TVS. I started playing for TVS. I stopped with TVS. I stopped playing cricket that time. Actually, ஒரே ஒரு கம்பெனி தான் ரூபா, உனக்கே தெரியாது by the way. ஒரு கம்பெனி நான் TVS விட்டு ஒரு கம்பெனி ஆடி இருக்கானா, சுவாமி சாருக்கு தெரியும், காசிக்கு தெரியும், NSக்கு தெரியும். இந்தியா சிம்ஸ்க்கு ஒரு வாட்டி நான் போயிட்டு மொயினுதுல்லா கப் ஆடிட்டு வந்திருக்கேன். இன்சிடென்ட்லி ஒரு டோர்னமெண்ட் மொயினுதுல்லா கப் ஆடிட்டு வந்தேன். இதான் ஒரு மேட்ச் மேனும் மேட்ச் கொடுத்தாங்க நினைக்கிறேன். பட் இதெல்லாம் பழைய காலம். கமிங் பேக் டு காசி, இவ்வளவு நாளா நம்ம இந்த ஃபெலிசிட்டேஷன் அவன் தான் எல்லாத்தையும் கண்டக்ட் பண்ணியிருந்தான். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் காசிக்கு ஒரு ஃபெலிசிட்டேஷன் நடக்குதுயா. எல்லாரும் ஸ்டாண்டிங் அவேஷன் கொடுக்கணும். இந்த TNCA வந்து காசிக்கு நீங்க ஃபெலிசிட்டேஷன் கொடுத்து யாராவது பாத்துருக்கீங்களா? அவன் தான் நம்மளுக்கு எல்லாரும் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க வருஷமா. காசி, you deserve it, Kasi. Because I've never seen any, I mean, I've always seen Kasi being in the same, Kasi, Parani, like this giving felicitations, but the first time Kasi is getting felicitated. I've never seen a function. யாரா நீங்க பாத்துருக்கீங்களா? நான் பார்த்தது ரூபா, நீ பாத்துருக்கியா? பழனி நீ பாத்துருக்கியாடா? நோ, ஆர்கியூ பண்ண முடியாது. கரெக்ட். Then, most important, இதெல்லாம் பேச விட. But ஆனா, the actual பாத்தீங்கன்னா, the greatest person இதுல யாருன்னா, விஜயா தான். Tension, இவ்வளவு tension விஜயா எடுத்துட்டு இருக்காங்கன்னா, hats off to her hats. ஏன்னா நீ மறக்காதீங்க, கரெக்டா ஒரு வார்த்தை யூஸ் பண்ண ரூபா, don't forget, Kasi had a lot of health issues. அந்த ஹெல்த் இஷ்யூஸ்ல இங்க இந்த ரிமோட் கண்ட்ரோல் அவன் ஹெல்த் சார்ட் அவுட் பண்ணி கொடுத்து அவன் இருக்கானா சரியா இல்லையா, கோவிட் போய் துபாயில இருக்கானா, இவளுக்கு கோவிட், இவளுக்கு கடைசியில போனா இவளுக்கு கோவிட் வந்துட்டாங்க, போயிட்டு அங்க போய் ரெண்டு பேரும் டென்ஷன் ஆகி அந்த டென்ஷனா ஒரு சமயத்துல போயிருந்தாங்கன்னா, hats off, the sacrifice made by Vijaya. அங்க விஜயா லட்சுமி, விஜயாவோட தங்கையோ அக்காவோ லட்சுமி பாருங்க சிரிச்சுட்டு இருக்காங்க எல்லாம் சேர்ந்து. பட் hats off the family because அஸ்வினி சொன்ன மாதிரி அந்த ஒரு sacrifice what again used by I think Rupa. because மறக்காதீங்க, ஒரு ஹஸ்பண்ட் வைஃப் சாக்ரிஃபைஸ் பண்ணிட்டு அவன் பாட்டு எங்க போயிடுவான், எங்க இருப்பான்னு தெரியாது, என்ன பண்ணுவான்னு தெரியாது, பொண்டாடி ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாது, பால்காரன் வரான்னு பார்த்தா இவன் வந்துட்டு இருக்கான், இவன் போனா பால்காரன் வந்துட்டு இருக்கான். சோ அந்த மாதிரி லைஃப் லீட் பண்ணிருக்கான் ஃபேமிலினா. ஆக்சுவலி ஹட்ஸ் ஆஃப் டு காசியோட ஃபேமிலி, விஜயா, அஸ்வினி, சித்தா, லக்ஷ்மி எல்லாருக்கும் தான். பட் காசி மச்சான், உன்னை பத்தி ஒண்ணுதானே தெரியும் எனக்கு. நான் ஒரு 4 வருஷம் தான் இவங்க கூட வந்து இந்த சேர்மனா இருக்கச்சு, என்னோட டென்ஷன் அவனுக்கு தெரியும், அவனோட டென்ஷன் எனக்கு தெரியும், எங்களுக்கு மேல என்ன சொல்ற டென்ஷன் எங்களுக்கு தெரியும். இதெல்லாம் மேனேஜ் பண்ணுவான் அவன். யார் வந்தா எல்லா பிளேயர் வந்தா டோன்ட் வரி இட் வில் பி டன், டோன்ட் வரி இட் வில் பி டன். உங்களுக்கு காசி பத்தி தெரியும், டோன்ட் வரி இட் வில் பி டன். அந்த டோன்ட் வரி இட் வில் பி டன் நோ சொன்ன மாதிரி யாரும் நோன்ற ஆன்சரே வராது. எப்ப பார்த்தா நான் தலையாட்டுறதுமா ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் தலையாட்டுன்னு. இந்த வருஷம் ஆக்ஷன்ல கூட உட்காந்துருப்பான், இப்படி உட்காந்துருப்பான்ல உட்காந்து என்ன இல்லம்மா படிக்கலாமா, கவலைப்படாதமா. Then, so that is the kind of what you call warmth, and he had that respect from all the cricketers. I don't want to name the cricketers, but the top cricketers. I 4 years as chairman with NS sir and Kasi, I realized the kind of respect. Well, anything he'll get things done. That's what like Jadeja said very rightly. Anything can பண்ணி கொடுத்துறான். காசி நீ பிஸ்தா காசி, அவ்வளவுதான் நான் சொல்ல முடியும். இதுக்கு மேல நான் சொல்றதுக்கு ஒண்ணுமே கிடையாது. நீ சொன்ன மாதிரி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் உனக்கு ஃபெலிசிட்டேஷன் பண்றாங்கன்னா we are all so happy. so நம்ம பழனி ஃபோன் பண்ணி சார் 4 மணி 5 மணிக்கு முடியும்னா அப்படியே பழனி 5-6 ஆக போகுதுடா இப்போ. Anyway, hats off to you Kasi, congrats once again. It's great to felicitate you and be here. so உனக்குன்னு இந்த பர்த்டே கிஃப்ட் டே உனக்கு வந்துட்ட காசி, அவ்வளவுதான் சொல்ல. லட்சுமி, விஜயா, fantastic விஜயா, hats off to you, congratulations, God bless you both, that's all.
Typically on the high note, I think we should just go forward and officially on behalf of Tamil Nadu Cricket Association, it's important to felicitate Kasi sir, adapati pesana Ruchika sir. May I kindly request first up Mr. R.I. Parni to present Kasi sir with a lovely single here. Please put your hands together. Well done to Tamil Nadu Cricket Association for felicitating Kasi sir. Dr. Ashok Shigamani will be presenting Kasi sir with a silver plate as well. அதாவது இங்க உட்கார்ந்துன்னு ஒவ்வொருத்தர் பேசும்பொழுது I was only observing the expressions of Kasi sir on one side and Vijaya aunty on the other side. Two contrasting expressions, I must say. And I'm sure Kasi sir, when he was just listening to every one of those, it would have jogged down his memory lane. It's only right that as we approach the end of this lovely evening, I should invite Kasi sir to please step forward to say a few words. Big round of applause to our lovely Kasi sir.
Good evening. I'm really short of words. Let me at the outset thank the Tamil Nadu Cricket Association for having organized such a wonderful function
the speakers, earlier speakers, who paid so many good words about me, who talked so many good words about me. I don't know whether I rightly deserve that. But as rightly pointed out, my passion for cricket is the one which drove me into the cricket administration. If at all I'm here today, it is because of a few individuals and the organizations which backed me. I'll be failing in my duty if I don't mention about the persons who really shaped my career. One, the first speaker, Mr. T.V. Swaminathan, he is here. I joined India Civils, as he said, in February 1973. And I was a graduate of commerce from the Vivekananda College. Didn't know much about accounting, though I passed BCom. And then got into India Civils, though my parents and my family wanted me to continue with my CA. My dad was also an employee of India Civils, and he was not a very keen follower of cricket. He always used to say that whenever I used to go out and play and didn't do much in my studies, I was an average student. All my cousins and my sisters were brilliant students. One of my cousins is here who has come down from US, and my father always used to say, cricket unakku saapadu podadu. But today, what I am today is because of my passion in cricket, and I only wish that he had lived to see what I am today. As far as my traits are concerned, as Ashri rightly put it, it was my mother who shaped me. And I have my uncle, who's also sitting here, who's a replica of what I am. So Ashwini probably conveyed the feelings of the family. Probably she was in a better position. I'm not in a better position to reciprocate the kind of love and affection all previous speakers have done now. The main reason for my growth is because I was fortunate to be working under Mr. N. Srinivasan. Of course, the pathway to that was because of Mr. T.V. Swaminathan and Dr. G. Natarajan. Dr. G. Natarajan was so passionate about junior cricket, and also he was the person who was responsible, along with Mr. T.V. Swaminathan, to bring back cricket in India Civils when Mr. Srinivasan came back in 1990. In those days, the TNCA, to get into the TNCA was a Herculean effort. Even the AGM minutes will not be passed in a day. We started accidentally to get into TNCA because one day Mr. Srinivasan, when he entered the office, he called me and Dr. G. Natarajan and said, I'm going to stand for the Vice President. We were surprised because he had never shown an interest to get into the TNCA at all. Then we said, if you want to be in TNCA, we'll have to get at least, in those days it was around 180 votes, at least around 95 to 100 votes for you to win. He said, what do you have? I said, we have only one vote, that is Tirunelveli district. He said, don't worry, you go and meet each and every one of the secretaries, club secretaries of the city, as well as go into the districts. We did that. myself and Dr. Natarajan will plan a visit every day, and we'll go and meet the club secretaries at their home, and then we'll go into the districts and find out if there is any possibility of getting Mr. Srinivasan elected, saying that we have been sponsoring and developing cricket, and he will be the right person to get into the TNCA. The first year, he lost by 1 vote. Knowing Mr. Srinivasan, when he lost by 1 vote, he said, "Now I'm not going to keep quiet. Till I finish as the president of TNCA, I'm going to fight." That was the fighting spirit in him. And then he said, what are the ways and means of getting the confidence of the voters? What we said was, if at all we want to do something for TNCA, you have to develop cricket, you have to show interest in promoting cricket in the rural districts and also in the city. We started getting the district players to play in the city league. Every weekend, about 50 to 60 players of districts will come out to the city and play in the various clubs in the city league. And we used to take care of their travel and accommodation. And as Mr. Ramaswamy pointed out in his earlier speech, over the years, we were able to improve the standard of cricket of the district boys. And when he took over as the president of TNCA in 2002 or 3, he said, I became the assistant secretary in charge of districts. And he said that now we will have to see to it that the district's infrastructure is improved. To begin with, we converted the Tinnavelly ground at India Cements ground at Tinnavelly into a turf ground. Then we had the Guru Nanak College. We took over the Guru Nanak College ground and converted it into a turf wicket. And once we started developing cricket, the secretaries also had confidence that here's a person who will be definitely be keen to develop Tamil Nadu cricket and also take care of the cricketers and the administrators. With that, his tenure in TNCA started, and after he started his tenure in TNCA, the AGMs will be over in about 2 hours, maximum of 2 hours, because that is the kind of confidence he instilled in the club secretaries. So I was very lucky to be working under him, and when an opportunity came for Mr. Srinivasan to become an office bearer of the BCCI, they offered him the vice president's post from the South Zone. Dr. Natarajan, myself, we told him that it's not going to be a very lucrative or a job which he would like, because as vice presidents, he may not get much to do in the BCCI. We advised that we should contest for the office bearer's post, begin with the treasurer, then get on to the secretary and then to the president. I think he is the only person in the BCCI who has been the treasurer of BCCI for 3 years, the secretary of BCCI for 3 years, and the president of BCCI. BCCI elections are also as tough as the TNCA. The first year, we were working for the group of Mr. Sharad Pawar. We lost, it was a tie, and Mr. Dalmia used his casting vote to bring Ranbir Singh Mahendra as the president. The next year, again, we went and worked hard, got the confidence of all the member states of BCCI, because we sponsored, that was also because of the contribution we made to the development of the game. We sponsored the All India Manadwala Gold Cup tournament. the Tirupatithara tournament, the Arlam Trophy, the Sale Trophy, and various other tournaments in the country. All of them came to know that here is a person who is interested in not in the power but in the development of the game. That's how we got into the BCCI. Once he became the treasurer, you won't believe the entire working committee meetings or the AGM will be handled by the treasurer, not the secretary, because Mr. Pawar had that confidence in him. He introduced the ex gratis scheme for the cricketers and the umpires, increased the medical reimbursement for players, for first-class cricketers, and then for cricketers like T. Srinivasan, who had a brain tumor, Polly Umbriga, Dilip Sardesai, Inderjit Singh, all who had to spend huge amounts for medical treatment. Special consideration was given, and the BCCI reimbursed their medical expenses. When the pension scheme was introduced, many of them, we were not able to identify some of the cricketers' wives, like Subhash Gupta's wife, who was in West Indies, Raman Lamba's wife, who was in Scotland. All this, we took the great pains to trace them and send the monthly gratis to them. This act of his probably drew all the cricketers, and they started liking him so much that whenever there was an occasion, when we called the cricketers for a function in, whether for India Cements or for any other function in Chennai where he was involved, all of them came to attend the function. All the captains of past captains, Mr. Kapil Dev, even now Kapil Dev calls me every month to find out how his health is. Sachin wanted his last test to be played in Wankhede before and to announce his retirement. There was not a scheduled match, but he got it for him in Mumbai. He took over as the chairman of the ICC. I used to attend along with him the ICC meetings, the CEC meetings, and also when he took over as chairman. He fought for the increase in the share of revenue for India from 2% to 21%, of course, which was later reduced to 16% when Mr. Shashank Manohar went as president. And then now I think Mr. Jay Shah has brought it back to 40%, which is a great achievement for India. The kind of respect he had from the ICC members. You know, normally ICC means it's dominated by ECB. The entire scenario was changed when they wanted to change the constitution by adopting the Wolf Report. He stood firm and got the signatures of all the 10 test playing countries to stop that. This he did because of the fact that the constitution which was proposed was not democratic. That was the reason why he did that. So I can go on talking about Mr. Srinivasan and his contribution. Why I say all this is because of the fact that I was fortunate to be working under him, and I learned so many things, be it when they had discussions on the DRS or on anti-doping, the stand he took, and how he convinced the other members of the board, other members of the ICC. So I'm grateful to him. I'm grateful to Shri Swaminathan, Dr. G. Natarajan, who made me come into the cricket administration at a time when I took the decision from moving over from accounts to cricket administration. It's been a great journey for me, and I'm sure that I'll be able to continue to do what I can to the cricketers, to the Tamil Nadu Cricket Association. I can never forget the kind of love and affection the club secretaries of TNCA, city club secretaries as well as district cricket associations have showered on me. I am hoping that the cooperation given by all the club secretaries and district associations has kept TNCA as a strong unit, strong administrative unit, and everybody in the country talks about how TNCA is functioning. I would like to mention here the contribution of the present office bearers after they have taken over. When once there was more money coming in, they have developed the infrastructure in a very big way, especially for the districts and also for the kind of, probably this stadium is supposed to be the best in the country today. It has been mentioned by all the players, and the newly renovated KMK stand is the one which is always praised by everybody. All the cricketers, all the cricket captains of whichever country they are in, even when they came for the World Cup, they have praised about how the dressing room has been designed. I think Rupa should be given a big hand for taking such interest in creating a wonderful hospitality stand at Chennai. Even when the IPL finals were held, they decided that any important game should be given to Chennai, even though Calcutta has a higher number of, higher number of seats. They said that Chennai has the best of facilities, and I think they should start giving Chennai more. We got the playoff games also, so I think all credit goes to the management of TNCA, and I am sure that I will be able to contribute as well to the development of cricket in Tamil Nadu as long as my health permits. All this time I've never said anything about my family or my wife, who's taken the pains to sustain. What I would say is I've now been at home right from my early days. So I've never taken a holiday with my family. Right, only now in the last couple of years we have gone together. She has been the one who has been taking care of my food wherever I go. A big thank you to Vijaya. And I think Ashwini very clearly explained the feelings of the family. I have the greatest respect for my mother, who is around 97 now, and I think health permitting, I'll be definitely able to continue my work with TNCA. As far as CSK is concerned, I think it was a decision again by Mr. Srinivasan, when the entire board of India Cements didn't want to get into a franchise. He said, no, I will take, because the public of Chennai will miss, though he was not for T20 format. So that's how it started. And we had V.B. Chandrasekhar, who was responsible at that time for the selection of the team. Unfortunately, we don't have V.B. right now. And he was one cricketer, one captain for India Cements, who won most of the games, most of the trophies, and also contributed very much for the initial formation of the CSK team, which has proved to be the most consistent team in the IPL. I don't have to mention anything about Tala. Everybody knows he's the backbone. He's CSK, and I'm sure that he has agreed to play for the current year also. So that's a big boon for the fans of CSK. Some of the fans of CSK have also come. I want to thank them also. With these few words, I would like to once again thank the Tamil Nadu Cricket Association from the bottom of my heart for having organized this function. Thank you very much.
As has always been the case, the speech revolved around everybody else and everything else but Kasi sir himself. Thank you so much, sir. Lovely, wonderful to have you with us here. Yeah. We'll appreciate if people can still settle down there, because we've got a few members who would want to personally come forward to present their token of appreciation. May I invite Dr. R.K. Raghavan from Kamyud CC to please come forward, sir. Put your hands together. It's all for the love of the game, for the love of Kasi, sir. Dr. R.K. Raghavan. Srinivas Raj, who is the honorary treasurer, to present his token of appreciation to Kasi sir. May I kindly request Shri Yunus Lela from Youth Centre to please come forward to present his token of appreciation. Ladies and gentlemen, please settle down. We've got a national anthem right after that and high tea as well. May I kindly request Mr. N. Kannaya to please come forward from Southern Railway, presenting him with the token of appreciation. Shri Chopra next up from Pavilion Sports. Lovely to have you with us, sir. Thank you so much. Shri Chopra from Pavilion Sports. Shri A.S. Jairam from India Cements. Shri A.S. Jairam from India Cements. Thank you very much, Shri A.S. Jairam and family. May I invite Shri Kodandaraman, please, next up. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, from India Cements, Shri Kodandaraman. Shri Kanakarajan from Pudukkottai district, may I request you to please come forward, sir. Shri Ajay Kumar Chandok from Youngsters CC. Lovely, thank you so much for making your presence felt. Shri Marishwaran, next up from Ramnath district. Thank you so much, sir. Shri Marishwaran. Shri Krishpin from Thoothukudi district. Lovely to have you, sir. From Nungambakam SC, Shri M. Velu. Thank you very much for your love and appreciation for Kasi, sir. Moment of appreciation from Shri M. Harihara Subramaniam from Kanyakumari district. Put your hands together to Shri Julius Vijay Kumar from Nagapatnam district, please. Next up, Shri Anand from Mailadurai district. Shri Sridharan from Vellore district. Shri Pasupati next up from Tiruvarur district. Shri Pasupati from Tiruvarur district. Mr. Satish Kumar from Sivagangai district. Office bearers from Sivagangai district. SK Palaniyandan, SK Palaniyappan, Honorary Secretary, Perambalur District. Shri Lakshmanamurthy and Karunamurthy. Shri Keshava Sriraman from YMA, please. Madan Mohan, yeah. Mr. Madan Mohan. Mr. Madan Mohan and Mr. Giri. Mr. Shivakumar from Tiruvannamalai. Mr. Jamal Mohammed from Perambur United Club is up next. Thank you, sir. Mr. Babu Kumar from Salem. Mr. Prabhu, DSK Reddy from Somani Homes. Representatives from Kanchi Kamakshi Kovil, lovely, wonderful. Thank you, sir. Please. Just a reminder that the high tea is being served in the lounge. Thank you very much once again for everyone for having made your presence felt and having made this evening a memorable one. As I said, thank you so much to Kasi sir for all the love and affection that has been served upon him. And just a reminder that the high tea is being served in the lounge. Please make yourself out there. Thank you so much. Thank you.